Hey there, everyone. How's it going? Hope everyone is doing well. It's another beautiful day here today, and we're here to do the Course in Miracles lessons. And the lesson for today is lesson 127. So let's get right on it. There is no love but God's. Let me say that again. There is no love but God's. Perhaps you think that different kinds of love are possible. Perhaps you think there is a kind of love for this and a kind of love for that. A way of loving one, another way of loving still another. Love is one. It has no separate parts and no degrees, nor kinds, nor levels, no divergencies, and no distinctions. It is like itself, unchanged throughout. It never alters with a person or a circumstance. It is the heart of God and also of His Son. Love's meaning is obscure to anyone who thinks that love can change. He does not see that changing love must be impossible, and thus he thinks that he can love at times and hate at other times. He also thinks that love can be bestowed on one and yet remain itself, although it is withheld from others. To believe these things of love is not to understand it. If it could make such distinctions, it would not have to judge between the righteous and the sinner, and perceive the Son of God in separate parts. Love cannot judge, as it is one itself. It looks on all as one. Its meaning lies in oneness, and it must elude the mind that thinks of it as partial or in part. There is no love but God's, and all of love is His. There is no other principle that rules where love is not. Love is a law without an opposite. Its wholeness is the power holding everything as one, the link between the Father and the Son, which holds them both forever as the same. No course, whose purpose is to teach you to remember what you really are, could fail to emphasize that there can never be a difference in what you really are and what love is. Love's meaning is your own, and shared by God Himself. For what you are is what He is. There is no love but His, and what He is everything there is. There is no limit placed upon Himself, and so are you unlimited as well. No law the world obeys can help you grasp love's meaning. What the world believes was made to hide love's meaning and to keep it dark and secret. There is not one principle that the world upholds, but violates the truth of what love is and what you are as well. Seek not within the world to find yourself. Love is not found in darkness and in death, yet it is perfectly apparent to the eyes that see and ears that hear love's voice. Today we practice making free your mind of all the laws you think you must obey, all of the limits under which you live, and all the changes that you think are part of human destiny. Today we take the largest single step this course requests in your advance towards its established goal. If you achieve the faintest glimmer of what love means today, you had advanced in distance without measure and in time beyond the count of years to your release. Let us together then be glad to give some time to God today, and understand there is no better use for time than this. For 15 minutes twice today, escape from every law in which you now believe. Open your mind and rest. The world that seems to hold you prisoner can be escaped by anyone who does not hold it dear. Withdraw all value you have placed upon its meager offerings and senseless gifts, and let the gift of God replace them all. Call to your Father, certain that His voice will answer. He Himself has promised this, and He Himself will place a spark of truth within your mind wherever you give up a false belief, a dark illusion of your own reality and what love means. He will shine through your idle thoughts today and help you understand the truth of love. In loving gentleness, He will abide with you as you allow His voice to teach love's meaning to your clean and open mind. And He will bless the lesson with His love. Today, The legion of the future years of waiting for salvation disappears before the timelessness of what you learn. Let us give thanks today that we are spared a future like the past. Today we leave the past behind us, never more to be remembered, and we raise our eyes upon a different present, where a future dawns unlike the past in every attribute. The world in infancy is newly born, and we will watch it grow in health and strength to shed its blessing upon all who come to learn to cast aside the world they thought was made in hate to be love's enemy. Now are they all made free along with us. Now are they all our brothers in God's love. We will remember them throughout the day because we cannot leave a part of us outside of our love if we could know ourselves. At least 3 times an hour, think of one who makes the journey with you and who came to learn what you must learn. And he comes to your mind, give him this message from yourself. I bless you, brother, with the love of God, which I would share with you, for I would learn the joyous lesson that there is love, but God's and yours and mine and everyone's. So let me repeat that part again. I bless you, brother, with the love of God, which I would share with you, for would learn the joyous lesson that there is love, but God's and yours and mine and everyone's. Wow, that is a beautiful lesson. And what are we talking about? We are talking about love. But which love are we talking about? We're talking about God's love. And that's the key distinction right there. God's love, not the illusion's love, not what we've been told or have believed love is. Because the love that we believe in the human experience is transitory, it's temporary, it's not forever. It only lasts a little while in our eternity. And true love, God's love, lasts forever. It brings you peace, it brings you joy, it brings you happiness that lasts forever. So that is the important distinction that we need to make here today. That the God that the love that we seek is the God that we seek. God is in the love that we seek. And if we're seeking other love, then we are not truly looking in the right place. We're searching for something that is basically going to be disappointing to us because it's not going to be forever. It's going to be temporary. And so that is what the lesson for today is trying to teach us. That we need to stop focusing on the illusion and the love that is part of that illusion. The love that you feel for your brothers and sisters can be real, but only if it's placed in a form that is not the form that you've been placing it. Meaning, there's no hook. There's no reason for it. In other words, you give it abundantly without any expectations in return. The minute you are putting an expectation to the love you give, then it's not real love. It's conditioned love. You're wanting something in return for it. And love, true love, can only be given. And in giving it, you receive it. But if you're asking for it and you're expecting it, then you miss its purpose. Because its purpose is not about what you're getting from it. Its purpose is how you're giving it. And you have to give it from the inner being part of you, the higher part of you that does not have any expectations, that is sharing love because you just feel joy, because you know you're full, complete, and the whole part of you is just in love with everything and everyone. And when you give that, then it's real. And that is the distinction we have to make today. The illusionary love and God's love. God's love, remember, is eternal, is forever, and only brings you joy, only brings you happiness, only brings you peace. If you are feeling any other kind of love, then you're also probably feeling sadness. you're also feeling disappointment, because it doesn't last. And that's what you have to remember. So search as a course says today. Do it for 15 minutes 2 times today. For 15 minutes, search for that true love inside you. And when you find it, God will speak to you. And then it also says, 2-3 times an hour, remember it. As best you can, remember what that true love feels like, what that true love is. And don't confuse it with the illusionary love of this world. So that's what I'm getting out of the course. You let me know what you get out of it. But I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Do your best to try to stay focused and remember the differences: illusionary love and God's love. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.